Okay, so let's answer this question before us. Is asking us to list the sequence of transformations which takes the graph of this to the graph of that. Okay, so whenever you got a question like this, the first thing that you want to do is you want to factorize what's inside. So that means I'm going to get 1 on 5, the square root, and then what I would do is I would take out -7, which would leave me with x is equal to -3 on 7 there. You don't have to factorize. There are other ways that we spoke about when we went through determining a sequence of transformation that don't require you to factorize, but I personally believe that factorizing is the easiest way to go about it. Because once you've now done this, it's just a matter of remembering Dr. T. So dilations, reflections, translations. So first read off all your dilations. So what are dilations are occurring here? Well, you're first dilating by a factor of 1/5 from the x-axis. Because remember, this 1 on 5 is dilating from the x-axis. Then after that, we've got a dilation in the from the y-axis. So then we're dilating by a factor of, now this is where you've got to remember that if it's 7, you take the reciprocal of it if you're dilating from the y-axis. So it's going to be 1 on 7 from the y-axis. Then you got to read off your reflection, and this negative here is telling me that I'm reflecting in the y-axis. Then reflect in y-axis, and then finally I've got a translation of 3 on 7 units, then translate 3 on 7 units in the, now if it's a negative here, that means I'm going to translate it in the positive x direction. Perfect. And just like that, we've got all our translations. We've got the important words, all our transformations, and we've got the important words of then after each different transformation has occurred. So we went from dilating, then reflecting, then translating. Hopefully this has made sense in how to do this. I might make a second part in which I go through another method of answering this question, because I know that people do find this a bit of a tricky skill.